We are a big part of the problem, and it's a scary thing to admit, but we really are. When it comes to, if we look at emissions as a starting point, we are one of the leading industries in the world when it comes to emitting carbon, and that is not something you want to lead in, and it's and that's just the starting point. When it comes to textile and fashion waste, especially as Australia, as a country, we are, I think, second to the UK when it comes to textile waste, which is terrible as well, and that's obviously stemming from fashion, and that's not even including the other waste throughout the supply chain and all the other environmental and social impacts as well. Before we committed to doing our full study on our footprint, we wanted to get an understanding of what the process would be like, and so we did a scoping study. And in that scoping study, we chose to do it on one of our legendary Kingston suits, which we absolutely adore, and especially working so closely with Kingston Farm, being able to produce a single origin product. Kingston Farm is already a certified carbon positive farm, which is great, but we were curious around the emissions associated, particularly with the sheep. And so in our scoping study, what we discovered for our Kingston suit is 52% of the carbon footprint of the whole creation of the garment came from farm level because of the sheep. And it was their methane emissions. And so that was the kind of the origins of what is now our zero emission wool project. How we are able to try achieve zero emission wool is through feeding the sheep a very specific type of seaweed called Asparagopsis. And Asparagopsis is grown with our partners over at Sea Forest in Tasmania. I believe it is a native seaweed, and it interacts with the enzymes in the sheep's gut, and it means that it's able to achieve some incredible methane abatement results. And so they're still trying to solidify what that number looks like and where we are as well. But put it really simply, is it definitely reduces the carbon footprint and the methane emissions coming from sheep and livestock in general. In reality, if I could simplify the answer, it's all together, everyone taking the steps that they can take. We need government to start acting on it. We need individual businesses to start deciding that we can't just wait for government and legislation. We need to take those first steps. We need B Corps. It's a journey that we want to embark on. We need that process to be guided, to be supported, so that more companies can go on that journey to be better. Same with all certifications. The journey to sustainability is definitely not a downhill, it's definitely an uphill. But if you can do it all together, then I think it makes the journey not necessarily easier, but more possible.